So, however you guys want to start, however you want to connect with your breath. If you want to stay standing, just stand. But really think about grounding into wherever you're at. So whether you're seated or whether you're standing, just imagine connecting inward, right? Maybe it's connecting to that soft whisper that we hear sometimes. Maybe it's connecting to that beating of the heart. Let's arrive here, giving ourselves a few breaths of silence, maybe 3 or 4 rounds, just of steadiness to gather together. And now connecting further with the breath. Don't do it quite yet, but we'll just place our index fingers just to close the ears and notice that the breath has a sound. Right now it's naturally silent, but if we close those ears, we might hear it within. So connecting, in an additional sense perception with the breath. So let's close our ears and maybe just let go whenever you're ready, and I'll just watch. Close those ears and hear the breath. Maybe you begin to notice when you let go of the fingers from the ears, maybe you notice that gentle whisper of the breath. Let's bring our hands to our heart space. And throughout our practice today, maybe we tune into that sound of the breath. When we get to our shape, that asana, when we close the eyes and hear that breath, maybe we bring our ujjayi breathing, that ocean breath, into our practice. But may the breath be a reminder of that power of life that flows through us. With our breath, we can regulate our mood, our emotions, the functioning of our physical body. Let's open our space with the sound of a single Om. Let's exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Om. Hear the breath and feel the breath. Be the breath. Now maybe opening the eyes and turning those corners of the mouth up to the sky. Let's rise right up to stand. Find a mountain pose when we get there. Grounding through the feet, feeling the hips, and then feeling that energy of the hips flow right down through the knees, through the ankles, through the heels, into the earth. And rolling shoulders back. Maybe your hands are at our side. Now inhale to reach up to sky. Let's feel the breath. So we press or fold the hands together and flip the palms to sky. And then exhale to lean over to the right, a little side bend. And really maybe accentuate the hips. As if you were like a crescent moon shape. And then exhale, bring the hands up through the middle and then over to the left. Side bend, sending the hips out to the right, the hands to the left. Now inhale, bring the hands above the head. Exhale, come into a forward fold. Bring the weight into the balls of the feet. Press through the hands. Past the crown of the head. You feel the breath. And then exhale, lower the hands so the palms are parallel with the ground. Release the hands, let the hands hang. And we'll exhale, sway side to side. Letting the breath ground us in this fold. And then exhale, bending the knees, sweeping the hands up to sky again. Maybe the palms are apart, or you can bring the palms together. And then exhale, side, fold it forward. Inhale, rise up, bending knees, sweeping the hands to the sky. Exhale, fold. Now inhale one more time, rising all the way up, reaching hands high, lifting the heart. And now roll onto the balls of the feet, the heels lift. And then exhale, ground, lower the hands down. Inhale, come onto the balls of the feet, right, lift the hands, raising them up. And then exhale, lower the hands, lower the heels. Let's do that again. Inhale, balls of the feet, hands come above the head. Exhale, lower the heels and the hands down. Inhale, draw the knee up, maybe to the chest. So it's nice and high. Yeah. It's not in front, but we're hugging it in. Let's breathe in. Ground to that left foot, and then bring the left hand to the knee and open up to the right. A little twist. Moving right into some grounding through a standing pose. And then exhale, bring the right hand to the knee. Let's send the right leg out, kind of angled in front of us, toes to the face. Bring the arms up to sky. And then exhale, bend the knee and sweep that leg back. Touch that toe down and then fold it so the heart is forward, parallel with the ground. Reach through the fingers. So we're kind of in a half fold. The toe is down. And then exhale, rock back onto the right foot. So the whole right foot is grounded now. Reach up to sky, straighten that front leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend that front knee, lift onto the toe of the right foot, reaching forward, kind of that Ardha Uttanasana. And then tick-tock back, lowering down the heel, lifting through the fingertips. Exhale, forward, reach through the fingers, heart parallel, the toe is grounded. Let's breathe in. And now exhale, lower the hands down and reach the fingertips towards the back of the mat. The heart is still at that angle. We just feel like we're soaring. Inhale. And now exhale, come back onto the right foot. Bring the hands to the side. Aim that heart forward, straighten that front leg. Pause here. Nice job. Exhale, hands to the hips. Bend that front leg. And then straighten it. And then we'll bend. And then inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend that knee. Pause there. Ground into the front foot and then ground into that back foot. Feel the right leg activate as you press into the ball and the heel of that right leg. And then we'll inhale, straighten the front leg. Step that right foot forward. And then shake out the knees. Maybe sway side to side, roll the knees around in some circles. And then exhale, come to stand. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the hands up. And then exhale, draw that left knee in, the hands hug on the shin. We do this lying down a lot. We're going to ground through the feet today, challenging in our standing poses. So bring that right hand to the knee. And on an exhale, we're opening up to the left. Our standing twist. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale to bring that hand to the shin, the heart is forward, and then extend that leg forward in front at the ankle, toes point towards the face. And we ground here. Breathing in and out. That foot is flexed towards the face, so that left leg, top of the leg is active. Inhale. And now exhale, bend that knee and step the left foot back. The left toe comes to the ground, and we hinge forward, kind of at that forward angle. And let's reach the hands up above the head this time. Pause. And then exhale, come onto the heel and the ball of that left foot. The right leg straightens, arm reach to sky. Bring our awareness to the core, that stomach. As we hinge forward again, coming on to that right foot, the toe of the left foot grounds, we reach to the fingertips. Exhale, left foot to the earth, right leg straight. Exhale, rocking forward, hinging at the waist just a little, and sweep the hands back, creating space from the ears to the neck and the neck to the tops of the shoulders, reaching back. Now feel that right leg really active. Breathe in. And then exhale to come back onto that left foot. Now bend that right knee just a little, but press through the heel of that left foot. As our right leg is bent just a smidge, maybe bring the hands to the hips. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more breath in. Exhale. And step that left foot forward. Bring the feet together, grounding to the earth. They can be hip distance too. Just bring those feet at the front of the mat together. And now bend the knees, sit the hips back, tuck the pelvis. And then inhale to bring the arms up, Utkatasana. Maybe you press those fingers into the ears and you hear your breath. Or maybe you bring your Ujjayi breathing and create that ocean sound. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. Let's exhale, straightening the legs. The hands can be at the heart or at the side. Our breath as our ally will breathe in. Exhale, ground into the right foot and step the left foot back. Reach your hand to the sky. Now, how we activated the tops of the legs earlier, press through the ball of that left foot. Feel that active, extended leg. Bend into that front knee. And then let's exhale to twist towards that bent leg. Arms can be wide, or maybe you have them up above the head. But find what feels right for you. And then notice your breath. And maybe we exhale and bring that right hand towards that left leg, or maybe the right hand to the hip and just reach up with the left hand. Breathe in. And now exhale and sweep that left hand on the inside of that right foot and reach the right hand to sky. Pavrita Parso Konasana. Revolved side angle. Nice job. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep the right hand down towards that right foot. Step the foot back, finding plank pose for just 1 breath. Hips are lifted. And now lower down to the knees, tops of the feet to the earth. Lower down knees, chest, chin, or chest and chin. And then inhale, come onto your belly. Let the hands hover, baby cobra. Let's really be present here, maybe hearing the breath. On an exhale, let's lift those elbows up towards the sky so the shoulder blades pinch together just a little bit more. And then a little bit more, lifting those elbows up. And then lower the hands, press up and back. Let's find a wide-legged child's pose. And then feel that breath and notice that breath. Let's inhale, lift the hips, press the hands down, curl the toes under. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And notice the breath. Let this be your moving meditation. Going deeper within, that self-awareness increasing with every movement. As these asanas, these sacred asanas support us in elevating our consciousness and moving our subtle energy. Exhale. Now inhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. The ball of the right foot really grounds. We'll rise up, hands to the sky. And then however you want to ground, maybe you lift the arms up or maybe they're on the hips. Just checking in with yourself. We'll be here for a breath. And then we'll twist over towards the left. Arms can be wide or maybe they're on that low back. Feel the bend in that front knee and that active right leg. So we press to the ball, that back foot. Exhale, bring that hand towards the left hand towards the right leg, right arm to sky. You hear a breath. Let it go. And then one more in. Exhale, bring the hands to extend, short edge to short edge, and then bring the heart back on an exhale towards the front. Lower that right hand down on the inside of the foot, and then bring that left hand back up to sky, Pavarita Parsukhanasana. Let it go, letting the breath leave the body. One more breath in. Exhale, sweep that left hand down to frame the foot. This time, lower down that right knee, and then send the hips back, coming into our half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Flex that left foot towards the face. Maybe you need to move that right knee back a little bit to get that leg nice and long, or you can also scoot the heel forward. But finding that nice surrender over the leg. Inhale. And exhale. Another breath in. And exhale to bend that knee. Bring the hands on the inside of the foot. Maybe you need to walk that heel back, sliding it towards that right knee. Now bring the left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Drop the knee out to the side. And we can walk the hands forward, coming into our lizard pose. You can be on your hands, or maybe you're on your forearms. But letting this be your expression of what serves you today. So maybe you just kind of keep that knee in and you press the left hand towards the knee, and it's more of a twist. Maybe the heart is parallel with the floor, and that knee just drops out and the pinky edge of the foot is on the earth. We hear a couple more breaths. Be closing the eyes. Draw the breath in. Exhale, bring that left foot down. Come onto the hands. Let's sweep that left foot back so the knees are side by side. So we're kind of in a plank pose, but with our knees down. Let's be here. One breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Chin and chest float down. And then drop the belly, lift the heart. Let's find our low cobra again. Baby cobra. Maybe reach through the toes, sending that right leg long. Lift the left leg, send the left leg long. And then lift that heart again. Hands hover on the earth. And now maybe you keep the hands here. Maybe you bring those elbows closer together, those shoulder blades pinching. In the heart, that back body's active. One more breath. Exhale, bring the hands down to the ground. Press up and back into child's pose, Balasana. And check back in with the breath. Be bringing in some sensory perceptions of the breath, the texture, the sound, the rate. What does the breath have to tell us? If it were a messenger, what message does it have today? On your next exhale, rock forward and step that right foot between the hands. Send that left knee back, or maybe the right foot forward, and then straighten the right leg. Let's surrender and bow. Ardha Hanumanasana. in. Exhale, sigh. And then what does this shape have for us today? Connecting with the breath, letting our body take shape. And then exhale, bend that front knee. The left knee can go back, the right foot kind of comes forward. Now bring the right foot out to the right side of the mat. Bring the hands on the inside, and then find your expression of lizard. Maybe it's just that right edge of the foot on the mat. Maybe it's that right hand on the knee, opening the heart to shine towards that leg. One more breath in. And let it go. We inhale to come onto the hands. If you're not there already, lower that foot down. Bring the foot back so our knees are side by side. Let's stack our wrists under our shoulders and then just sway those hips one side to the next. Maybe they go all the way to the side that they even like touch the earth, and then they come back to the middle and then over to the left, even touching ground again and back. Kind of our side bend, but the movement is at the hips. One more time to each side. Noticing the maybe outer hip opening. And let's come back to tabletop. Bring those knees under the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. And on an inhale, extend that right leg back, feeling nice and steady and grounded. Those other 3 points of contact. And let's just make little circles with our heels. So that hip bone is just moving, that socket is moving really slow and not very big. And then switch directions. And now bend the knee so the toes point to the sky, and then lift the heart and point that toe up. Yes, and then exhale, bring the knees to the nose. Then inhale, point, lifting the heart and the chest. And then exhale, knee to nose. Now inhale, bring that leg all the way back, extend through the crown of the head forward, that right heel reaching back, flex the foot towards the face. Maybe we inhale and bring the left arm out. Breathe in. Exhale, lower that left hand down. With that right leg out, bend the elbows, lower the heart to the ground, maybe the nose touches. Let's pause at the bottom. That right leg is up, the nose is down. And then exhale to press up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower that nose down. Breathe in at the bottom. Exhale to press back up. And then that right knee comes down. Bring the knees wide, sit back in child's pose. Soften the face and soften into the shape. Glance up at the hands and then walk the hands over to the right, maybe stacking the left hand on top of that right hand, pressing them down. Send that left glute towards that left heel, opening up the left side body, and feel that breath, that messenger, that ally expanding on the left side of your being. Feel the peace and joy that you are. Feel yourself radiating with self-awareness. Now inhale to look up at those hands again. Exhale to walk the hands back to the middle. And then inhale to rise in the tabletop, those knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. And then when you're ready and grounded, feel that empowerment as you inhale to reach that left leg back, the heel reaching for the back wall, and feel steady and stable in the hips, in the core. And exhale. Breathe in. And then exhale to point the toes to the sky. And then reach with the toes and lift the heart. Nice. And then exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale, point the toes to the sky, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. Nice job, ladies. And then curl, knee to nose. Inhale, toe to sky, heart lifts. Exhale, knee to nose one more time. Curl up like a little ball. And then inhale, extend through the foot, that leg going back. Find that flat back. Feel yourself stable. And maybe you inhale to reach the right arm forward. And be here for a breath. And then another one. Exhale, lower the hand down. Keep that leg nice and long. Lower down the heart as you bend the elbows, the nose touches maybe, or maybe it hovers. Inhale at the bottom. And then exhale, press back up. Nice, bend the elbows, lower down the heart. Let the nose hover at the bottom. And then exhale to press up. And one more time where you can stay right where you are. Elbows bend, heart lowers, nose hovers. And then exhale, press it up. Lower the left knee down, and then bring the knees mat distance apart. Sit back, child's pose. Breathing in and out. And then exhale, glance up with the hands, then walk the hands to the left, maybe stacking right on top of left, and then pressing hands down, folding, opening up the side, body on the right side. As the side body expands and opens, imagine that same opening with your consciousness and your awareness, that expanding of consciousness. Another deep breath in. Our exhale sends our hands back in front. Press those hands down. Inhale to lift up onto the hands, come to your forearms, and bring those knees underneath the hips. Then send the hips back. We'll be finding puppy for a breath. Inhale. Then exhale, bringing shoulders over the elbows. Bring those legs nice and long, lowering the thighs down, hips down, belly down, the lowest rib down. Then bring the arms forward so the elbows are right underneath the shoulders. You can bring the hands to prayer, or they can be grounded. Maybe close the eyes as you pull those elbows back towards the hips, hips towards the elbows, and that heart lifts, pressing out of the elbows as you lift the shoulders up, but not into the ears. Those elbows back towards the hips. Breathe in. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, lowering down the belly. That lowest rib contacting the earth again. Bring the hands underneath the forehead. Like you're not lowering your head. Keep the head lifted, but it's kind of in that same area. If you were to lower your forehead, that's where your hands are stacked. Bend the knees so the thighs are on the ground and feet to the sky. And now let go of the hands. Now you're going to notice that pubic bone, the pelvis touching down. Bring the arms out in front, thumbs to the sky. It's a variation of our bow pose and our locust pose. And then maybe exhale to sweep the hands back. So the palms face the thighs. Reach those fingertips towards the knees and feel the heart lift. This is our bow pose. It's a little more active. Now gently lower the thighs, lower the knees, lower the legs, lower the chest and the heart. Keep the hands at the side if you want. Find the cheek on the floor. Now exhale to lift the heart, lift the chest. The gaze is down towards the front of the mat. Lifting that heart even more, the back body is active, and bend the knees, the heels to the sky, feet to the sky. Reach back. Maybe you find your ankles. And then press those feet into the hands. This is a more passive expression of Dhanurasana. As you kick those feet into the hands, you might notice the heart lift a little more. You can let go and maybe find that same shape. Lots of ways to find this. And now exhale, lower down the thighs, lower down the legs, lower the heart, the arms. One breath at the bottom, nice and straight on the floor. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's press up and back. Maybe you find a puppy or downward facing dog or child's pose. But imagine lengthening that spine that we just put into a little bow. Yes, so find exactly what works for you. We'll be here in stillness, just absorbing the shape. Sometimes the order in which we do different asanas brings a little bit more awareness. Oh, this asana does this for the backs of the legs after we're in a shape that does the opposite. Be with that awareness. Be with your breath. And on an exhale, begin to make your way to stand, just like we started. And there's no rush to get there. This is the time in your day where we don't rush and we move with awareness, because everything will be waiting for us when we're done. And this is our time for us right now. Maybe let out a sigh, maybe give yourself a nice little head massage for just a minute. Snap, crackle, pop, fold, twist. And then let's arrive in some stillness. Whenever you're ready, grounding the feet, lifting the heart. The corners of the mouth come to the sky, and those hands land exactly where you feel the prana take them. Maybe close the eyes and bring that inner gaze just towards the tip of your nose. Inhale. And then exhale, lift the hands to the sky. Maybe the hands are together, maybe they're apart. Fold it forward, exhale. Let's turn our toes towards the corners of the mat and sink down into Malasana. Maybe we really round that chin to the chest and let this be another lengthener for our spine after our back bends today. And the next exhale, lower the hands, come onto the knees, or maybe you bring the hands behind you and come onto your seat. But we'll just gently make our way to our backs, however you get there. That makes sense to you. And when you get to your back, hug the knees in and then lift the feet to the sky. Maybe you find your big toe at the sides of the foot. Finding your Ananda Balasana. Feeling that happy baby. Maybe you rock side to side. On an exhale, with your feet still lifted, bring the soles of the feet together. So this is kind of like, I call this a flying butterfly. So we're not bringing our feet to the ground, but we're in our Baddha Konasana legs, our bound angle. And now gently let go of the feet. Let the hands don't let go of the feet. Let the hands be free. That's what I'm getting at. And with control, begin to lower those feet down. Feeling the nuances in the core and the legs, those hip flexors. As we come into Supta Baddha Konasana from our flying butterfly, and then exhale to land and let go. And then let go. You can rest here in reclined butterfly as long as you'd like. If your prana leads you to extend your legs long, you can extend your legs long. Maybe you stay right here. Letting the mind rest, the body rest. If it's helpful, perhaps you count down from 100, counting your breaths. Maybe saying, I'm aware that I am breathing in 100. I'm aware that I'm breathing out 100. Just saying it to yourself. I'm aware that I'm breathing in 99. I'm aware that I am breathing out 99. Sinking into your sacred space. That sacred space that is your divine consciousness. There's no goal in Shavasana. Just rest in the space of acceptance. There's no striving, there just is existence. Let's keep our eyes closed. And holding the space of existence. Gently rolling to one side, keeping the space. Maybe the eyes, like I said, are closed. Coming up to a seated position and just sitting in stillness. As best you can, keep the eyes closed. Maybe that awareness on that third eye point. Find that comfortable seat. Draw your awareness to the base of your spine, the front of the body. And as if that existence were a light, on your inhale, draw that existence up the front of the body to the third eye. And down the back of the body on the exhale. Inhale, existence up the front of the body to the third eye. Exhale, that existence down the back of the body. Inhale, up the front of the body. Exhale, down the back of the body. Inhale, drawing that light up the front of the body. So pausing at the third eye, and you can exhale, but keep that light at the third eye. And just breathe in and out that light at the third eye point. Let it flood your entire being, this existence. We practice Nadi Shodhana, your alternate nostril breathing. I invite you to find that. You can just sit. If you're not familiar with Nadi Shodhana, just bring in an inhale for 6 and pause for 2 and exhale to count 6. Existing. Just being. Let's close with our Gayatri mantra. We can do call and response. I'll start. You can say it out loud or to yourself, or you can just listen. We'll do 3 rounds. Om Bhurva Suvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurva Suvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi devasya dhimahi Dhyo yo na prachodayat. Dhyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo yo na prachodayat. Om Shanti 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 Om